Hi again, everyone. Welcome to our new episode of What's Going On. I'm pleased to introduce an amazing and powerful activist and friend from Friday for Future Germany, Leonie Bremer. I have worked with Leonie on many campaigns and met her on several climate events. And we have both worked on climate-related topics and ways to make our voices heard to the highest level of decision. And today is a Youth Day. So Leonie, I want to start asking you to tell us about how young people, including yourself, are bringing change to the world, or more precisely in Germany.
Yeah, hi, very nice to be here. I think we are both activists because we are convinced that climate strikes is the thing that can actually change things. In Germany, as a very privileged and rich country, politicians always try to bring everything on the individual level. So how can we use less plastic, blah blah blah. But in the end, we have big industries that are the biggest danger for the whole world. So there's nothing that, or there's only tiny bit that you can do on an individual level in Germany. But the best thing is to really strike and to bring politicians under pressure, so actual rules and laws are changing.
And about that, talking about Germany, we both work a lot internationally because also we understand that the climate crisis is a global thing, and also that not all the countries are equally affected. And I know you work a lot internationally with focus on Africa, and I want you to explain us first why, and what do you think is your role as an activist from Germany working in Africa, and what's your take on what's happening in the global south?
So unfortunately, when Fridays for Future was founded and everything started going on, it was only that all the resources went to the global north and the northwest European countries, so including Germany, and not to all the other countries where also people started striking, for example, in Africa. So I got a lot of knowledge, I got a lot of structures and resources, but I noticed in the beginning already that it's not well distributed, but the movement was much bigger, and including many activists that are actually exposed by the climate crisis. And this, of course, is happening in Africa. So last year we did together, like Nikki and I did together, the campaign with MAPA, so Fridays for Future MAPA, which is most affected people and areas. But also there we kind of noticed that the African activists are still not as represented as they should be. So after COP last year in Glasgow, I kind of sat together with some African activists, and we thought about doing the same thing now with only African activists, also because the COP this year, COP27, will take place in Africa.
Okay, so the next COP is coming, and I want to know more about your experience in different international climate events in terms of youth participation, because we know that it's quite different. For example, in the SMM that was organized by SWA, I sat at the table with ministers, but that's impossible at COP. So what is our role as young activists, and also how was your experience in this type of events?
So what we did the last year and the 2 years before was that we organized actions inside COP and strikes. So leaders and people in power positions cannot look away or feel comfortable in the whole building around and inside COP, because for them, best thing that can happen is that everyone is quiet and just let them do their bullshit, but not criticize them. So what we did, as you know, was basically actions inside and outside. So I think this is our role, and this is what we should do more. But this year we should be more inclusive, and we should listen to the African activists. So, and they should also be most represented at COP and decide on the topics. For example, I know that they want to do most about loss and damage and climate finance, so this will be the topics that will be focused on, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. And Leonie, what is the relationship you see between water and the climate crisis?
Well, we pollute water a lot, and this is the most important thing for the human body. This is what we should take care of the most, but at the same time, we have many regions where it's not raining anymore, they have no water supply, or we pollute it, so people get a lot of illnesses from it.
Thank you, Leonie, for this conversation.